Firstly, now also has accused Vladimir Putin of exploiting the migrant crisis in an attempt to destabilise the West. What is he talking about? Because people might not fully understand what's actually going on.
What he's trying to do is to force people across the border into Poland against the will of Poland. He's also trying to consolidate the Russian position in Belarus because it has an ambition to absorb that particular country very closely into a dependent role within the Russian Federation. So those are long-standing aims. The migrant crisis is a way of manufacturing a means to achieve them.
An interesting route to try and do that. I'm confused as to how that will destabilise things. Can you sort of explain why that will create a level of instability?
There are now approximately 14,000, mostly Iraqi migrants or people who wish to move into Europe in Belarus. Belarus is forced them to the border under armed control and is helping them to get through the barriers. One can sympathize with the dilemma which those people now face and the deceptive way they've been lured into what is a trap. And at the same time, to feel that each country should have the right to decide who comes in and under what means. It's not as though they would be allowed into Russia, let's say, because they wanted to go to Russia in en masse. They are being forced through the European Union in general, in particular, they say to Germany or potentially to the UK, by illegal means. And if you let that lot in, the reasoning goes, you will be opening another floodgate of refugees into Europe in general.
Being coerced to leave Belarus and get through to Poland, what are the Russians doing to make that happen?
They've armed their soldiers. Their soldiers have gathered them into large groups and pushed them towards the border.
People who actually want to try and get into Europe via Poland. Do you think
that's a different matter?
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you then, with regard to the British troops' involvement then, why are we getting involved in this?
I believe there are 10 engineers who can help the Poles to establish effective barriers. The Poles are a NATO ally. It also concerns the 3 Baltic states, where I've been recently myself, where again they have been subject to attempted invasion, to put it rather dramatically, through Belarus. This is a new problem of a similar type to those that have occurred in Greece and in Italy earlier. And I don't think we have the proper means to deal with it. And besides which, it is taking place against the will of the countries affected.
Wow.